Forget Moses and burning bushes. The real story behind the Bible is far more outrageous. A tale whispered by disgruntled pyramid workers, hinted at in hieroglyphic graffiti, and documented on a papyrus scroll hidden beneath a particularly grumpy mummy's sarcophagus. We at Unreliable Narratives don't endorse the authenticity of said scroll, but hey, it makes a good story. Meet Akhenaten, a pharaoh with a penchant for flamboyant jewelry and heretical religious ideas. Unlike his predecessors who worshipped a pantheon of gods, Akhenaten believed in just one, Aten, the sun disk. This, as you might imagine, did not sit well with the powerful priests of Amun, the established god with a particularly nasty reputation for smiting dissenters. So, Akhenaten, desperate to legitimize his newfound religion, hatched a plan as audacious as his gilded headdresses. He would create a foundational text, a holy book if you will, that would solidify his sun-worshipping beliefs. But here's the kicker. Akhenaten wasn't exactly a wordsmith. He was more into chariot racing and perfecting his eyeliner technique. So, the task of writing this divine text fell to his most trusted advisor, a lowly scribe named Nebneteru, notorious for his bad breath and even worse puns. Nebneteru, faced with an impossible deadline and a pharaoh with a temper tantrum waiting to happen, did what any self-respecting scribe in his situation would do. He borrowed liberally. Of course, Nebneteru, bless his pun-slinging heart, couldn't resist adding a few personal touches. The plagues of Egypt, inspired by a particularly bad case of locusts that infested the royal kitchens, and Nebneteru's nightmares. The parting of the Red Sea, a poetic exaggeration of a low tide that allowed Akhenaten's chariot to race across the shallows, narrowly avoiding a particularly grumpy hippopotamus. Needless to say, Akhenaten loved it. The embellished tales of his divine right to rule and the sun god's supremacy were a hit with the masses, or at least those who could read. Nebneteru, despite his questionable hygiene, became a revered figure hailed as a prophet. The rest, as they say, is history. Or should we say, his story, liberally rewritten by Nebneteru. The Bible, this cornerstone of religion, might just be the work of a disgruntled scribe with a penchant for plagiarism and a very creative scarab beetle. This story is, of course, entirely fictional. Probably. We at Unreliable Narratives are not liable for any existential crises this may cause. But hey, if you ever find a grumpy mummy with a hidden scroll, you know who to call.